Ba-da-ba.
And we should be live.
Mama's gonna pop you out. What? There it is. Okay.
Perfect. Now I'm gonna go to our
Okay,
thing.
cool. I will send this to the usual suspects.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, lore channel.
Okay.
And pop you back in.
Uh,
And I will open the...
okay, I'll add everyone on Discord.
Okay, pop out the chat. Alright, good. We are good to go.
Okay. Hi Val, hi Ipsy.
Hi. Hi.
Uh, let me go see the description.
Oh my I watch your badge is backwards, oh no. There we go.
It's very cute.
We can't see it properly. I'm worried about messing with the camera stand again because it flew in a weird direction last time.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
The chat's over here for me. That's why I'm waving. Officer
Yeah,
should
the
actually be
chat's over
waving.
here
Hi.
for me. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But you're over here for me.
What?
What?
This podcast is just crazy.
Richie, I have a special guest here with us today.
Who?
Hello, Richie. It is me, King of the Union. I am here to give you medal for being best Slav.
Thank you.
Oh god, I didn't. Oh, medal. Gotta find a medal. The medal.
I've got a badge with Lenin on it. I can just
No.
say that
I
you
am
give me
King
that.
of the
Okay.
Union. I'm new
Okay.
king. I'm modern.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
yeah.
give you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I give you this.
Got bad news about the Union.
Wait, it's the modern Union.
It's not been around for a while.
Don't be sourpuss. I give you fidget spinner.
Oh, duh. Thank you, Tovarish.
My dad gave me this cap. It's funny because I don't normally wear caps, but it's cute. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it. Well, he actually gave two, and both of them said Russia on it, and they're really cute. And the second one was even cuter. But
yeah,
like, what am I gonna do with two caps if I don't wear one? And
that's
so
incredible.
I actually asked my boyfriend, does your mom want a cap? So I gave her a Russian cap. She was like, thank you.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Here's the donut holes that I made that I was telling you about earlier. They're star-shaped.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you. It's not going to be this indulgent all the way through. We're just waiting for people to show up. This is like... This... I assume that you have questions, because I haven't been given any.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, of course I have it under control! Why do you act like you do anything in this podcast? Why do you act like you contribute anything outside of research?
That's the best part, because people are like, not the people who are subscribed, but the people who get angry are like, she contributes nothing. And it's like, you actually do 75% of the work and I just show up. You're gonna hit record. Sometimes I don't even do that, because if you're on Zencaster, you hit record. So I'm literally, I am purely dead weight in this equation. I contribute nothing. I'm just like...
Oh my god.
I might actually move the chat onto the screen so I'm not... This is confusing.
Okay, so let me... how many people are here?
I don't know, because I've lost control of the screen.
26.
26.
Okay, so you know what? While we wait for more people to show up, I'm gonna go make a coffee.
Bold of you to assume more people will show up.
This would have been funny if we didn't hit 100 people last time.
I know! What's wrong with you?
You see, Richie says what's wrong with you, but I think
Yeah.
everything is right with you. I love
Yeah.
you all very much.
I'm currently covering Sin up with the chat to show where my allegiances lie. Hello, everyone.
Damn. Oh,
Hello, Val, Emlyn, Alhazred, Eugenio. Oh, Eugenio, I was talking to you earlier. Hi. Eugenio's doing a lot of really interesting Dark Souls 3 research into like cut stuff like the stuff that Lance did. So if we ever do another like Dark Souls cut content thing, we might actually like see if we can use some of Eugenio's stuff because it's very good, despite featuring Yoshka. Iceberg, yes, it is. I don't have the brand on me now; it's over in the corner.
I wanted to go get coffee. But
Okay, you can go get the coffee. I'll
I'm
maintain.
lazy. I had to
I'll
wake
hold the
up on a
fort.
Saturday. The things I do for this channel, you know, I used to literally not wake up on Saturdays.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
I
how you
have
all
to
know I love you very much.
I have to wake up to do this as well.
You
All right.
don't. You're already up. It's different. It's different when it's the end of a Saturday and it's like, woo, 1 a.m. party time. Let's go.
Yeah,
And
but 1
like
a.m. party time, I can't. I have to be here.
yeah, this is your party.
It is. It
Surprise!
is. It is. We're officially best friends. So
Hey.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go make a coffee and I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Eugenio says we can use anything that's found. So there's quite a bit. But it's like a lot of data mining. It's all very piecemeal. So it's hard to put into like a complete picture.
Are
You
you
know.
talking to me? Because I'm trying to leave. I don't know.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
trying
leave
to
now.
leave. I'm
I'm
trying
just
to make a coffee. Okay, I'll be back. Stop
leave.
talking. I
I'm
can't.
just.
I can't. If you start talking, I feel like I need to be polite and pretend to listen. Thank you.
Okay, she's. So the what's been dug up by Eugenio and others. They're part of a group who are doing. It's kind of like a restoration patch, sort of trying to like get like all the old stuff with like God's Grave and everything, and mod that back into Dark Souls. It's a very very difficult, like time consuming endeavor, and um they're finding more stuff kind of on the way. So a lot of new stuff's been dug up around God's Grave, around just things in the game that like seem to not make a great deal of sense. Now, sort of do like Yoshka and the Evangelists and the Cathedral. That's all connected. Yeah, there's lots of stuff like the If you ever wondered why there's those weird menace hands in the profaned capital, because I used to think like they were in they may have been designed for the Farron Swamp because they seem to like function as a swamp enemy. They are from God's Grave. That's why they look like a menace hand, because they are little menace monsters. So yeah, there's lots of cool stuff's been dug up, but like I was saying, it's all just bits and pieces. So it's not a case of like we can put together, oh, it's this thing, okay. It's like we actually have to like sort of at some point you have to call it and say like we'll just talk about what we have now. Yeah, we're on okay, we're on 30 now. Okay. I have a Cosmic Eye Watcher badge now. I got it from Etsy. Eugenio says most difficult thing is to fit everything together since there's little left of the archives of the High Wall. Yeah, yeah. You found something that was like basically the High Wall apparently used to connect to basically everywhere. It was almost like a hub, like you could just follow the wall along and it would take you to like the Cathedral of the Deep. And that sort of makes sense because you can see the High Wall from the cathedral. But yeah, there's tons of just stuff has been dug up. So yeah. Oh, and Lance has just finished. I won't say what it is because it's like I'm not going to blab about what he's doing, but he's done a pretty exciting vodka. Hi, he's done a pretty exciting Bloodborne restoration thing with regard to some unused lines. and he's finished working that, and that will, I assume, it'll be the next thing on his channel. It's very, very interesting. It's stuff that like people haven't heard before, and he spent a really long time like making everything kind of. He was like hacking everything. I've seen his notes. He was like up all night reverse engineering code to make certain things happen. It was a mess. Out of interest, why is there a correlation between swampy stuff and the dark? I think the idea is like they make a big deal about the dark being. We talked to Ashen Hollow about this. Like we literally just recorded it, so it's not out yet. But about the nature of like the dark as always being something that is like viscous and heavy that like sinks like a swamp does, and it's in opposition to Gwyn's light, which is like ethereal and sort of floats and is pure. I see, Sin is back. Hello.
Oh, so Gwyn's light is like me, and you're that other thing.
Yeah, I am the dark. I am a daughter of Manus.
Thank you, Richie.
Thank you.
So, is it anybody's first time here? How this works is, in the beginning of the week, we make a post on Patreon asking people if they have Bloodborne questions. And then at the
or
end
questions about Katekyo Hitman Reborn.
And at the end of the
we
week...
got 2!
And at... do you want to do this, Richie?
Continue.
And...
This is the thing. If you make me do these at 1 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to be wired, alright? Because I am going to have drunk a lot of stuff to stay up.
Same here! Do you think it's easy waking up at 7:45?
Oh,
on
God,
a
okay.
Saturday! This is my weekend. This is when I have to sleep in. But you know what? I'm happy to be here.
Fine, I'll move to Canada.
Thank you,
Jeez.
finally. Okay, no, this is really cool. I'm excited about this. It's fun times. It's a good way to start a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the dark. So at the beginning of the week, we make a post on Patreon asking if people have questions about Bloodborne, and at the end of the week, we do an AMA. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Bloodborne AMA 5. And the first question is by Tom. After Bloodborne ends, Rom is dead. The Moon Presence is dead. The Orphan of Cause is dead. Aww. Is Yarnum now free of the Scourge of the Beast? Is the Hunter's Dream no more? Is Gurman free? Is the Hunter's Nightmare gone?
Well, since I contribute nothing, why don't you answer?
Okay.
While I eat a donut.
So, Rome is dead, Moon Presence is dead, Orphan of Cause is dead. They might be dead, but also we don't know what death means for the Great Ones. So, it's... But okay. And is Yarnum free of the Scourge of the Beast? Well, depends on the ending. If you get the ending where Gurman cuts your head off and you wake up, it's free for that day, but it's gonna come back. If you get the ending where you are Little Slug, then, like, the humanity or whatever moves on to something else. So we don't know what it moves on to. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But I guess supposedly when you're a little slug, like, you move beyond the curse and the scourge.
Well, if you're a little slug, presumably like Yarnum, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Like, I don't...
Because they talk about, like, the new childhood, so...
Yeah, so, like... Yeah, it's ambiguous. Is the Hunter's Dream no more? Again, depends on which ending you pick, but it looks like... Also depends on your opinion of the dreams. If you think that after you destroy the host of a dream, the dream dissipates, then eventually all the dreams would dissipate, like, including the Hunter's Dream. But if you think the dreams remain regardless of, you know, the host or whatever, then they just remain. Because, like, like when you turn into a little slug, there's still the Hunter's Dream. So...
Yeah.
Like, it could dissipate later, maybe not. We don't know.
No, I'm sorry, Sin. I think you'll find the dream burns down. Its purpose no more.
Thank you, Vati. Is Gurman...
So...
Yeah.
Do you want my, like, take on it, or are you still...
Oh, I thought I'm doing this. Oh, Richie,
We'll take
Richie
it in
doesn't
turns.
like it. Look at that. I have Spotlight.
We are taking it
for 5
in
minutes.
turns.
In 4 years, I have Spotlight. Okay, that's enough. That's
3
enough.
years.
Thank you.
3 years.
Thank you. That's... Wait, 2017, 2021. Technically,
But
that's 4.
We started, yeah, but the first was
Technically,
like January 2018.
what? No, first podcast is in December 2017. So if you go by numbers,
Okay.
it's 4.
3.1 years.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Sin. So there's two separate things here, because the DLC with Cause is entirely optional. So it's possible to actually get two different kind of outcomes, because you could, if you wanted, go into the DLC, pacify the orphan, which pacifies Cause, and then get your head cut off by Gurman. In which case, that would be the end of the blood drunk curse on Yana. But
On the hunters.
you would not have ascended. Yeah.
But not on Yarnum specifically. Whatever other curses are
they're
going on
different.
in Yarnum.
They're different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said it would end
Yeah.
the curse on Yarnum, and I'm saying no, it would end the
Yeah.
curse on the hunters. But whatever curses Yarnum has, whatever other things are going on in Yarnum, it would not end anything.
You're awfully talkative today.
Thank you.
So, the thing about like the curse of the beast is that's different from the blood drunkenness thing that Cause is doing.
Mhm.
Because the curse of the beast is like, if you mess around with old blood, you're gonna start changing into weird stuff, regardless of which great ones you have pissed off. Like, cause it even says that with like when Bergenworth discovered the blood, they started messing with it and it started creating these unpredictable metamorphoses, and that's before they knew about Cause. So that's wholly just the reason it's really bad in Yarnum is because the Healing Church are messing with the blood. They're like exacerbating a problem that's already there.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the curse that Cause places on Yarnum, which is different, which is the blood drunkenness and the vermin and the corruption that's going into everybody. And then there's the hunt, and then there's whether you ascend or not. So there's so many different potential like combinations. Yeah.
Well, no, there's not so many different potential ones. I think there's only 3. Either you become Little Slug and evolution new age, so who knows what happens, or you kill Orphan, pacify Orphan, and then no more curse for hunters, but all the other curses are still in effect. Or you do nothing, you just get your head cut off, and everything's still the same.
But what I was getting at is that like you could go into the hunter's nightmare, and the curse on the hunters, and then get your head cut off.
Yeah. No, you're right. I
So
didn't
these are all-
consider
yeah.
that when you're right. So it's like 3 options.
I think there's 3. There's hunt, cause, beasthood.
No, by 3 options, I mean
No.
there's 3 possible endings.
Yeah, there are 3
Yeah,
endings.
so that's what.
No,
you
but
were
what
right,
I'm
Richie.
getting
I'm
at,
congratulating you. You were right. I forgot about one of the options, which is and the beast hunt, and the curse on the hunters, and not the curse on Yarnum. I'm saying you are right. You don't have to
Alright.
defend yourself. I am congratulating you on remembering that. Thank you.
Okay, that's all right.
And okay, so is the hunter's dream no more? What do you think about that?
No, I think it stays there.
Okay. And is Gurman
Well,
free?
okay,
Yeah, what? What
I
did you
think
say?
the
I think it stays there, and when I move on to the next question, you're like, oh, how dare you move on to the next question?
No, because every time I'm like, I think it's just like, Richard once again is wrong
Well, I
because
never
he
said
has
that.
not backed up the point he
When did
made.
when did I ever say that?
No, you don't. Other people do. Not the nice people in the chat, but
Yeah,
every
so-
so often it's like, in this episode you said.
Oh, the
So-
nice people in the chat are all that matter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the hunter's dream continues, but as we have established, the dreams are shaped by consciousnesses within the dreams. So whoever is in the hunt, like Gurman's presumably not there anymore. Our little slug is there, and the doll is there. So the dream presumably will like over time it will become something else. In the same way that like if you look at the Nightmare Frontier and the Nightmare of Mensis, the way that appears to be a remnant of an earlier world, you can see that, like, okay, that has remnants of, like, it may have used to look like something else. Like, it has those big monoliths sticking out of the ground. And it has, like, bits and pieces of architecture that look almost like they're growing out of it. Like, it's got bridges and it's got statues and stuff. But at the same time, it's also this massive, like, sort of churning stone that looks like muscle. So, presumably at some point, that did look like something like the Hunter's Nightmare. Like, the bridges and buildings and everything were actually, like, was a coherent city. And then over time, it has gone, and it's, like, melted and warped. And I think that's because there's no humans left there now. It's only the beasts. So the silver beast and the giant lost children and the crawls, because they no longer have, like, human reason. It's like a memory that's gradually fading. It's getting, like, worse and it's getting, like, duller and less defined and more malleable over time, because that's not that big, like, people aren't sort of willing it to stay like it was. You know, like if you're having a dream and you wake up and you start forgetting it. Yeah. And the only part of that area that looks like it has stayed the same is the big citadel in the Nightmare of Mensis. And tellingly, that is the place where they keep, like, the giant brain. And they keep, like, the library, and they, like, there's the spiders and everything. So that, I think, has stayed that way because, like, the consciousnesses there are sharp enough to, like, maintain a coherent reality. Yeah.
Thank you, Richie. Is Gurman free? I don't think there's an option in which Gurman is free. He's either dead or he remains. What do you think?
Well, he does say he's, like, he's free when he dies.
Well, I mean,
but,
I
like,
don't
that's
think
not free.
I don't think that's what Tom is asking.
Yeah. I think, like, this is weird, but I think, like, Gurman, it's probably like a Mikolash situation where when he wakes up, he's just dead. Yeah.
Thank you. And is the Hunter's Nightmare gone? Well, we kind of answered that question.
Yeah. Like, you have to think in terms of, like, the Nightmare Frontier is, like, the Hunter's Nightmare from the previous world. Like, and in however long, like 1,000 years or whatever, the cycle's going to repeat. And they're going to find the Hunter's Nightmare, which at this point, like, all the hunters probably will have gone completely mad, and they'll just be, like, weird monsters and things. So it will have dulled, and it will have kind of melted. Yeah.
Thank you, Richie. Before we go on, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Hi, Val. Hi, Ipsy. Hi, Autumn. Hi, Sultan. Hi, Ruisu. Hi, El Hazred. Hi, Dantoki. Hi, Rab. Hi, Emlyn. Hi, Ipsy. Hi, Red. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Brain. Hi, Val. Hi, Eugenio. Hi, Iceberg. Hi, Holtzy. Holtzy's here. That reminds me of something. Hi, Reese. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Lord. Hi, Brain again. Hi, Holtzy again. Hi, Ipsy again. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Vodka. Hi, Jake. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Void. Hi, Vodka. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Arthur. Hi, Dark. Excuse me. Hi, Javius. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Doom Kitty. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Green. Hi, Stoner. I felt like I needed to find more voices to do the hi because it was getting a little monotone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So thing one.
Mm-hmm.
A little. No, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not gonna say it. But thing two. We have a winner for our art contest. And I spoiled it a little bit by saying, "Oh, Holtzy's here." I just remembered something. Yeah, and the winner is Holtzy.
Thank you. Congratulations, Holdsy.
Congratulations, Halsey. There's a little lag, so we just awkwardly wait for everybody to clap. Okay. Alright, thank you, Richie. So let's do the next question. Oh, that's a long one by Rose. Rose says, I just tried to do the thing where Richie sort of looks at a question and just summarizes it into sentences, and I can't.
Do you want to send it to me?
That's what I'm gonna do. You read my mind. I could just read it out, but I can't read things that are long. Okay. Ask the question, Richie.
I'm actually trying to read Doc the window because it's like randomly floating around.
Holdy says, I want to dedicate this to the Sin community. Love you all. Aw. We should have like Snack Covenant awards. Like, what kind of awards could we have?
World's Greatest Dad.
And the Snack Covenant?
It's a recurring theme in Miyazaki's games.
Out.
Ishin?
No, like what? No, like awards for the members of the community. Like, okay, like best lore historian. Like there's Ipsy, there's Doom Kitty, there's a couple of contenders. Who ate the most snacks in a day? I'd like to dedicate this award to the Sin community. Hi, Ollie.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Ramen.
Oh, I made the window go back. This is great. Okay. So right.
Well,
so the first when do you want me to answer?
Oh, whenever.
Cool.
Go ahead, Richard. Go ahead.
Thank you, Sin. So new deep dive and translations have made some think that Willem and Lawrence were right. You need insight to elevate the mind, while blood echoes keep you human, so you can get more insight. So that's something that we've talked about. There's discussions about like beast blood and stuff in the chat. It's kind of confusing, but like the old blood and the beast blood are different things, if that makes sense. Like if we look at the history of the Healing Church in Bergenworth, they have been experimenting with that blood since they found it in the chalices. Whenever that was, our like best we can make of it timeline is about like, we'll say it was like 20-30 years ago maybe that they started this, but whatever, it's in the past now. They started experimenting with that. Lawrence heads off and Lawrence keeps experimenting with it in the research hall. But you'll notice that, like, in the research hall, all those people have been doped up with old blood. Like, they have all this blood pumping through them. It's the same blood that Willem's like, don't use that. There's only one room with beast people in it. And that is the room that is under the blood ministers. There's the room with the 3 blood ministers and the elevators either side. The only beasts in the research hall are under that. They are the same patients, but they have the moveset of a Scourge Beast, and they chase pungent blood, and I think they're a beast for damage calculation purposes. So the point at which, like, you started getting real deal beast plague stuff was way after the Healing Church started messing with the blood. And what they kind of produce is essentially, like, there's beast blood pellets above that room. So they're playing around with the old blood and the kind of beastly transformations that you get. That's something that came after they had been messing with it. Because what the old blood does is it makes your body malleable. It makes you start to change. And if you internally as a person, if you don't have enough reason, if you're innately beastly, if you're like tied to human limitations, that's what you turn into, because your body starts to kind of reflect your mind. That's why like Lawrence is out searching for like, I've got to become wiser so that I can use this blood, otherwise I stand the chance of transforming into this monster, which is ultimately what happens to him. So Willem never uses it because he's like, I have to meditate, I need to sharpen my mind before I can touch this stuff. So this all goes back to like when the game first came out. There was this whole thing about like Willem says use insight, Lawrence says use blood. They're actually both saying like they're both working toward the same end. It's just Lawrence has this hubris that leads him to say he is ready now and he doesn't need to do more research. He doesn't need to sharpen like his mind. He doesn't need to be on a higher level. He's like, just do it now because I'm ready. I can do this. That's the difference between them. So. It says Koz's curse didn't affect the hunters. It drives anyone who received blood ministration into beasthood. So that's a line. This is something like deep dive translation stuff. I don't know what they are specifically talking about, but there's even a line in English that's like, let their blood be eternally cursed. So like that's in there. It's like it's the curse on Bergenworth, which then becomes kind of by process of like it carrying over, it becomes the healing church, and they minister everyone, so the ministered people start to get the blood curse. So with those two factors, do you think that the Moon Presence took advantage of the situation to try and get its own child? Everyone in the game wants viable Erden baby, and the Moon Presence just had the best position. Keep hunters human, let them gather insight and blood, Gurman as a surrogate until Lawrence brings Murgo. So basically the question is like, do you think the Moon Presence took advantage of the situation in Yharnam to try and get a child? Like, do you think it's taking advantage of it?
No, I think Lawrence summons Moon Presence, and Lawrence is like, hey, I hear you're sympathetic in spirit. Can you do me a favor? And the Moon Presence is like, I don't do favors for free. And Lawrence is like, you know what? I'll get you your baby, but in the meantime, do you want Gurman, who's technically a baby? He's just like a 60-year-old baby. And Moon Presence like, okay. So I think it's not that Moon Presence taking advantage. I think Moon Presence was literally like, bothered. Like, she had her own life, doing her own thing, like drinking her coffee, and then like reading her paper, and then her phone rings, or her cell phone is like, ding, you have a notification. Somebody is summoning you. And she's like, oh, okay, fine. She's like, what do you want? Like, do you have my baby? Like, that's how I do favors. And Loris is like, oh, I didn't know that. And she's like, do your research, bro. Okay, fine. I'll stay here. I'll watch your old guy. Bring me baby. Thank you. And she's just like on her cell phone. And, like, that's it. She's like, he's taking a long, long time. And then the battery in her cell phone runs out. And she's like, oh my god, these humans. So
yeah, that is what happens.
Yeah, thank you.
Wolfgang just says, bring baby.
Bring baby. Oh my god, more people are here? We should say more highs. Did you just say somehow? What? Why is Richie being Richie?
I'm being it to
highs,
me.
Okay, my highs need to be more enthusiastic. Because I noticed last time my highs were like unenthusiastic, then enthusiastic. Like, it's not, it needs to be more consistent. Even though I'm enthusiastic to see people, I need to express it more. Hi Mega, hi Rama, hi Connor, hi Wolfgang, hi Matthew, hi Tristan, hi Metal, hi Red. Was this better?
4 people stopped watching.
Hi Batman.
What was that, Batman or Venom?
It was just my imagination. I just made it up.
No, the 2 people stopped watching. Halsey wants to know if this is a new character. and Ice Sultan suggests Bat Venom.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Dring, dring, hello, Wayne. For the record, Wayne is the artist who drew the likes of Nostradamus the Vampire and the Little Slug. Halsey is the one who does the pixel animation for anyone who doesn't know. Ike did the logo. Daniel did the Dignity City Signet. Doom Kitty did something. But I just haven't been able to incorporate those things yet. I feel like I have more commissions than time to incorporate them. I may have a problem.
Metal Gary says it doesn't count as a new character because the genesis of all characters has to be me doing a voice once and you getting obsessed with it.
Okay. Do you want to know something cool? Okay, wait. Hey, Richie, what brand am I wearing today?
Das?
Yeah, it's Das. But what brand am I wearing underneath?
Nike.
Oh my god, I'm all dressed up today. Fun fact, my sister gave me this and my mom gave me the Nike.
Oh.
And the pants I'm wearing are white pants, also my mom gave them to me.
Okay. I got this from Kmart, it was $8.
Just get your parents to buy you clothes. Duh.
Do you have any more questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Rorik is asking, how do you suppose, in true Snack Covenant fashion, a vegan or a vegetarian would live like in Yarnum? Richie, that's literally a question for you because you're vegetarian. How would you live in Yarnum?
Tomb mold. It's basically mushrooms. Yeah. Just you could make a nice casserole, out of that. I'm thinking what else is there.
No, let me ask you something, because
Okay.
blood that is the old blood comes from humans, yeah?
The old blood.
The blood that's in Yarnum, the one that's distributed everywhere, where they're like blood is more distributed than...
yeah, kinda.
Does it? No?
Well, initially it comes from a weird labyrinth.
Oh.
This reminds me of the conversation we had with Gary about the Call of Cthulhu game where they're eating the endlessly regenerating sea monster.
Yeah.
Because the monster isn't, dying. So, it's really not different than just, if you, scraped some skin off and then ate that.
Sea monster sushi?
Trying to think, what did they have in... Well, they seem to eat a lot of rabbit in Forbidden Woods.
So as a vegetarian, you probably don't want to live in Forbidden Woods.
Well, now I'm wondering if, what do the Celestials count as? Because they're basically a mushroom.
I was kind of thinking that, too.
Okay, so you've got tomb mold, you've got lumen flowers.
Lumen flower
seeds. Autumnal Void points out Big Moon Energy drink.
Autumnal, we're on the same page. It was about to be like lumen flower seeds. Consequently.
Oh, Joseph, Ibruitus VTuber, Sin, as soon as she saw VTubers, was like, and, fucking know what's coming next.
Well, I don't know, what else?
I'm
sure there are fruits and vegetables somewhere in your...
Are there?
Well, you can't just eat blood all day.
They might have. Because we don't really see evidence of anything else. I mean, if you're descended from Thumerians who live underground, right? I don't know how they're gonna go for cultivating, like... Weirdly, they do have gardens underground, somehow. But I don't know how they go for, like, cultivating, like, grains and fruits and things underground. So they're probably used to just eating blood. Like, as a...
Yeah. In
Yeah, so...
Pinehurst, remember you go into this big room that then becomes dark and the ghosts appear? What do they have on
Yeah.
that table? I'm trying to remember. Are there any...
I think it's all empty. Oh, I think there's, like, a weird skull.
Mm.
There's, like, a skull, but I don't know if it's, like, an actual skull or it's decorative.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Brian points out lumen flower butter would glow.
Amazing. Thank you, Brian. Hi, Ashen. Hi, Ashen.
Hello, Ashen.
Venom! When did you show up?
Hungry.
Oh, sorry.
Hungry.
Well, where did Venom come from all of a sudden?
Rich is very talented. That's why I keep Richie around. He's so good at quizzes. You were about to say something, Venom?
Venom, would you like this donut?
No, not alive. Eat fresh.
Put this back then.
When are we doing a Venom
I'm trying to think of anything I eat that's kind of on the border.
What?
I feel like, maybe like, some like insects I'd probably be okay with eating.
Yeah. Why?
Because
Wait,
they're
why?
like, because it's like I don't think that they're developed enough. Because for me, like vegetarianism is just I don't like animals being in pain and dying.
Mhm.
Whereas, like if you look at like a worm or something, I don't think it's developed enough to be in distress.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I don't, but I maybe I would.
So in a pinch, you'd eat a worm.
If there was nothing else available, I would eat a worm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richie. That means you'd eat slugs. So you're like, oh, there's
yeah.
no food. Oh, look, there's a great one.
I think I'm gonna say you'd eat slugs. You'd say, look, there's no food around. Oh, there's the thing I worship. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richie. Danny is asking if you could make From Software add cut content back in the Bloodborne for the HD 4K re-release. What cut content would you pick?
Oh, that was a wonderful Slavic folk song there.
Thank you.
Gather if you could to add cut content back to Bloodborne. So traditionally that song was sung by groups of children, and then everyone in order, they would say the cut content from Bloodborne they wanted added back in again.
Yes.
Okay, so the cut content I would want added back in is just the moon cycles.
I'd want everything Kinehurst.
See, I would say that, but I don't know what that was.
I know.
What was it?
You get to marry the queen.
Do we know that?
I know. In my heart, I know. And then
Mhm.
there's like bigger castle and more stuff.
Yeah.
And then maybe she can have a child.
Uh-huh.
And then you could sacrifice that child to cuddle moon presents again.
So that's just a cycle.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Fun. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Wait. Okay. So I'll hazard with the Transmetropolitan reference. Yes.
What's that?
It's just a comic book.
Oh.
So, do I have any idea why they didn't get Sekiro Story DLC? I have no idea. it's one of those like as I understand it things where like I know people who know people who know people, but I don't know where along that I can confirm it. But from what I understand, they were thinking about it, and like they were sort of like we might do the Tom away thing, and then they decided not to in the end.
Not enough.
I don't know if it.
Not enough cut content to make it DLC.
No, I think like it was seriously considered, and they just didn't go through with it. Is my understanding. Yeah.
Too bad.
From what I understand, not much was cut from Sekiro. Yeah, so.
So I was right.
would've...
Why did you dismiss my initial words, which were actually correct?
Oh, you know what I would add back from Kanehurst?
Mm-hmm.
I would remove the stupid Ligarius is the king. Oh, the game's coming out in 10 minutes. No, now he's the leader of the executioners who weirdly dresses and acts like the king.
Oh, it's like, oh my god, Ligarius, you gotta change. No time, just go sit on that throne. Oh.
Like, he's called, like, Ligarius, even in, like, really early, like, close to release, he's called Ligarius, like, the king's executioner. So, why did you it made sense. Just okay, it's just a big guy with a scythe that executes people. That's the character, and now it's like, actually, and I'm just like, why did you do that? I don't mind, but it's like, it's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Richie. And now we have a question from the beautiful Rachel.
Oh, bonjour, Rachel. It's my one French word.
Okay. Have either of you played Pathologic 2?
No.
No.
Do you know why I haven't played it?
Why?
Because I want to play it with you. Because it's extremely Slavic, and I think like I'm gonna get the most out of it playing it with you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
no, I don't know if you get many requests, but like it's the most requested thing that I get is like when you're doing Pathologic or Pathologic 2 with Sin.
Okay, let's do it. Is it cool?
All right. No, I mean like with you, like you can, you can watch or like you can play it and I can be there with you. It's a one-player game.
We can play it together at split screen and see who finishes first.
Okay.
Or one of us can play it and we can both beat there. Yeah, okay. And then Rachel continues to say, because I got really into, and the idea of the Snack Covenant going through that appeals. The most cheerful Russian of the face of the planet going through one of the bleakest Russian literature kind of games out there. Oh. And then Rachel says, edit! I said, let me edit this out, sorry. And then Rachel says,
okay.
Edit, it said Bloodborne AMA. I'm sorry! Aww.
Don't be sorry, Rachel.
Yeah. No, okay, so now, oh my god, we gotta think about this.
Oh, can I answer a question in chat while you're thinking? Okay, Chad says, have Richard or Sin played Armored Core? Yeah, oh god, like a while ago I streamed the first Armored Core. And that's all I've streamed. Oh no, I streamed Armored Core 2 really briefly on like a roulette thing. The issue I have with streaming Armored Core is that the appeal of it is spending hours and hours in the garage building something.
In the garage?
And the garage.
Thank you.
In the garage, in the car hole, building something. And I don't know if that streams well, if you really want to watch me, like, looking at a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet going up and then going, I wonder how this handles, and then, like, making notes about turning speeds and things. So when I streamed Armored Core, the first one, I did it by making a bunch of saves at different points in the game and just jumping between them, so I didn't have to spend forever in the garage. So we would probably do something like that again. I do want to do Armored Core 4 Answer because it was Miyazaki's first game, and it is faster than the others. It's a little less rivet countery, and Xenolalia is a big fan, and I've said if I ever stream it, she can be in the chat with me. So we'll do that together someday.
Yeah.
I have all the Armored Core games that got a PAL release, like physically, they're like in my box.
You
That
see,
was
the problem is Richie is like, we're gonna run out of content to do.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I thought about it. Okay, let's ask the chat. So next Saturday, instead of doing AMA, we could either stream Pathologic or Keep Talking Nobody Explodes.
Do I get a say in this?
We also wanted to stream FF6 and Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah, that's another idea. Because we are doing a Final Fantasy VI episode. We have someone who wants to do it with us. Sin has not played 6.
No.
I have played 6 too much. So I thought a good way to do it would be... Because there's a really good Final Fantasy VI randomizer called Beyond Chaos. And I always wanted to play around with Beyond Chaos. So I think a good way of doing it is if we do split screen like we did with Demon Souls, and I play the randomizer and she plays the original. Side by side. So if you haven't seen Final Fantasy VI before, you get Sin's take on the original. If you are familiar with it, you get the weird random shit happening on my half. So
okay,
I think
so
that's...
I know what we'll do, because it's too many decisions. I'll make a poll on YouTube in the community tab. So next Saturday we could do... Okay, what are the options again? Pathologic.
Keep Talking Nobody Explodes.
Keep Talking... Well, and Nobody Explodes? Or comma Nobody
Yes.
Explodes? I don't know. Explodes. What else? Final Fantasy...
Fantasy 6.
6. And what else? Kingdom
Is that
Hearts.
it? Oh, Kingdom Hearts, yeah.
Anything else? Chat?
Oh, Alhazred's asking if I've seen the weird Final Fantasy Super Metroid Link to the Past one. I've seen people play that. Problem is, I don't think I'm good enough at either of those games for it to be entertaining to watch. For people who don't know, there's a weird ROM hack that like it mashes together Link to the Past and Super Metroid. So as you unlock items in one, it actually unlocks them in the other. So like you play Link to the Past to a certain point, unlocks the bomb in Super Metroid, switch back to Super Metroid, play that, and then that unlocks like the Pegasus boots, go back again, it does that. It's an interesting concept.
Okay. So Pathologic, Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes, FF6, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
That's it? Do I press submit?
Alright.
Okay, post. Alright, and I'll put the so I'm gonna paste the link to the poll. So whoever's here, feel free to vote by clicking on the link. Hello, Solachuk.
Oh,
Hello,
Jimothy.
Green.
Yeah, Jimothy. We did Kingsfield as well. I think that was on the same stream. I did a PS1 stream. I just went through the PS1 games I owned, which was Kingsfield and Armored Core and some others. we actually did an episode on Kingsfield where Sin and I had both played it and we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look for it. Kingsfield. I feel like we did a couple of episodes on Kingsfield. We did 2 podcasts on Kingsfield.
I have very vivid memories of talking to Autumn about it, but
we did it.
I don't know if that was an actual episode or I was just talking to her.
I'll post. We did a gaming in the Yeltsin years on Kingsfield.
Yeah.
And then we did one with Acer.
Acer, yeah.
And so I'll post that too.
Yeah.
Okay, please vote on...
Yeah.
Richard, let me finish. Thank you. Please vote on the thing I posted. On the link I posted earlier. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Richie.
Thank you, Sin. So there was some Kingdom Hearts discussion in the chat, and like we did say we would stream all of Kingdom Hearts. We did the first one, and that was like 18 months ago. So, I cannot answer.
It's a long-term project.
Yeah, I cannot answer any questions about the story of Kingdom Hearts because I've only played the first one, and my understanding is it's completely berserk after that point. So.
Okay, so we have a few more questions.
Hmm.
The next question is by fan.
Uh-huh.
Do you think Ludwig would enjoy munching on some hay and oats?
Oh, that's another way you could be vegetarian in Yharnam, because they have horses. So they must have oats for the horses. So you could make a tasty porridge.
Richie missed it. I said, do you eat the horses?
No.
Because it was funny, because you're like, another way to be vegetarian, they're horses.
Mm. Yeah,
it was funny in my head.
Yeah, there's hay in Hamwick.
Yeah.
So...
Thank you for voting, everyone. Zach is asking, has the development team ever cited Hammer horror films as an influence?
I don't think they have, but when I first played it, the voice acting really made me think of that. Because the dubbing's done by Frog Nation, who are, like, obviously, like, it's a British thing, because it's all the actors were British. And the tone they all took to me, that it really made me think of like a Hammer horror thing. Oh, you're stuck outside on the night of the hunt. Like, that's very like.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. A question from Metal Gary. Do you like Review with Miles Barlow? I have heard of it, but I have never seen it. That's my response.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
The next question is from Autumnal Void. A two-part question. Do you think the Great One's inability to produce viable offspring is a mere biological factor, or is something more metaphysical intervening?
Sin, what do you think?
Okay, let's think about this. Because the Orphan of Cause, we don't know if the orphan would have actually died because it was murdered. So technically we don't know. What other babies do we have? Murgo, again. Like Murgo turned into the Murgo stone, which is like an actual thing.
That's Murgo's corpse, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like tragic pregnancy. Ariana's baby, again, we don't, like, the game ends before we know if the baby dies on their own. That's a good question. Because we're told that, like, Great Ones loses a child and then seeks their children or whatever. But, but we do see the little Ebriatai slugs. They're doing fine until we kill them. But do you know of us actually witnessing any baby Great Ones, like, dying without us?
No, it's always... well, other than Ariana's child that we go smack. Like, they're all already dead.
No, but yeah, we go smack because we kill it. You know what I mean? There's no, like... Like, did you ever observe, like, a baby Great One, like, oh, baby Great One is born and then it just dies of natural causes type deal?
You never see that.
That's a good question. So I don't know. I kind of always assumed that, like, oh, it's just, you know, Great Ones, what is it, like, so evolved they can't have children or whatever, but...
I think, yeah.
What do you thought, Richie?
I think it's a narrative conceit of the story that it's like, if you've reached the apex of evolution, if you are the apex, you can't really have offspring, because the notion, if you kept having offspring, that you would keep, like, the species would keep going and become something else. So it's like you stop here. I don't think it makes rational, logical sense at all, but it's like, it's just the conceit of the narrative. Like, this thing is all powerful, but there's, like, the notion of there's something that is completely all powerful and omnipotent, but there's one thing it can't have. And that becomes the MacGuffin of the story. Like, that's just the structure of the story that's being told.
No, I like this interpretation. What
Yeah,
you say? I
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat now. Time Stop says, "Love you," but I don't know who they're saying it to. Could
Baby
be to
Yoda.
Gorman.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay.
Someone in chat suggested we read something called The Pale Blood Hunt. I don't know how to break it to you, but we're familiar with it. And its author is a friend of ours.
Hello, Time Stop. I am
Baby Yoda. My
no.
God, that's this is what it.
I just want to say I love you too, Time Stop. Where's Venom? I heard he was around. No? Okay.
Can I eat Baby Yoda?
Okay, time to go. Bye.
Hungry.
Oh no. Poor Baby Yoda.
You know what's really, really annoying?
What?
I used to have a big vinyl statue of Venom when I was a teenager, and I don't anymore. And if only I'd hung on to it,
Richie?
I probably just got rid of it. Well, it was like 20 years ago. If I only had hung on to it, knowing that at some point I would be doing a live show where I was required to pretend to be Venom on camera.
Baby Yoda's so cute. Look at how cute. Look
Yeah.
at how cute. Do you see how cute?
No, I can't, because it's just an indistinct green blob on the screen.
Mm. And he has little black eyes like Reborn.
Or a shark.
Yeah.
Dead eyes like a doll.
Yeah, you said that about Reborn as well.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Halsey wants me to read Pale Blood Hunt and finish the narration of it.
We did that.
We could do a really passive-aggressive Pale Blood Hunt annotated. That's just me and Redgrave arguing.
Yes.
Like the good old days.
Aww. Okay.
At least you can't call me fat anymore. Ha!
Nobody ever called you that.
Yes, you did.
were always pretty. Oh my God, Richie. You were always pretty flower.
I have evidence of him calling me a fat shit on more than one occasion.
Oh my God, you know
It
he
was
loves
like
you.
2016. It's fine.
Oh my God, Richie. You know everybody loves you. Stop acting like people don't love you. Oh my God, this is.
I'm not acting like people
We're
don't
gonna
love
go into
me.
it today. Richie likes to martyr. Martyr Richarius. That's your new name.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
I'm trying
you,
to find
Tommy.
a crown of illusions for myself. Here we go. There.
The second part of the question is, could the fixation on reproducing be a remnant of the former human not being able to let go of now defunct superfluous biological imperative, hindering the great ones in pursuing whatever new function they're now supposed to fulfill?
But this is one of the interesting things about it, because I like how I'm having this conversation with two bats stuck to my head. One of the really sort of base explanations people use to justify all kinds of awful shit is they're like, well, humans are alive, so the purpose of life is to reproduce. And that's it. And everything is about, like, the drive to reproduce. And sort of, like, Bloodborne is, I guess, kind of interrogating that in some ways. Like, it's like, what is the purpose of reproduction? Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Oh, no, Wolfgang, it's fine. Redgrave and I were not actually fighting. He's just... he just likes giving people shit.
I disagree. I think Redgrave is a very polite fetus.
He's polite to you.
Yeah. Even when it was brought to his attention that I said Ludwig killed Maria, he was just like, well, that's one interpretation.
Yeah. I have some screenshots where everything he says is entirely in capitals.
He's very passionate.
He was very passionate, yeah.
Okay. And the final question on Patreon by Fake Name. Oh no, it's not final. What am I saying? I'll edit it out, it's fine. Fake Name says, in the art book, the black and white church doctors look like Thumerians. Do you think this means anything?
Does it mean anything, like, now or back then?
Whichever.
I think now it means nothing.
And back then?
But, okay, so if you go into the data, a bunch of the NPCs have, like, basically Thumerian-looking variants. Like, Ariana has them, Adela has them, I don't know who else does, but they like, basically exist in the data. You could have made Adela look Thumerian. You could have made Ariana look Thumerian. And I think that's supposed to be the more of the blood they take in, the more they kind of change.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like at some point there would have been some, like, you know, Adela... Actually, they're the ones you get blood from, interestingly. So I'm wondering if, like, maybe... if you did something with the way that they're giving blood to you, they would start to change. Like, you could maybe give them old blood and they would transform and give you something else. But, like, I think it probably was intended at some point for the Healing Church people to look more Thumerian as they sort of experimented more.
Cool. Thank you, Richie. Hi, Erkan. Hi, Clan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everyone. If we forgot anyone, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another question by Zach, again, is, do you think that Ludwig is actually famed composer Ludwig van Beethoven and was actually taking credit for music composed by the Moonlight Greatsword? One of Beethoven's most famous compositions was the Moonlight Sonata. His mother was named Maria. He probably had a fondness for swords, and, as you may know, shortly before he died, there were many sightings of a giant werehorseman roaming countryside near his home.
True.
Thank you, Zach.
It's interesting that you point this out.
Oh, yeah.
Had not previously made the connection.
I almost forgot. In the early 90s, they made a movie about Ludwig van Beethoven turning into a dog that slaughters and eats an entire suburban family.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. That must have been the cut we didn't get here.
Thank you, Zach.
It's like the German cut.
Thank you, Richie. And...
Sin, you weren't answering this question seriously.
And another question by Fake Name. Bloodborne-wiki and Bloodborne, Fextra wiki have different lists of internal IDs. Do you know why?
I don't know why, but the one on Bloodborne-wiki will be accurate.
It's just they're run by different people, right? And so they edit.
They're run by different people, one of whom is me. So...
Yeah. So it's different websites and different people put in different info.
Yeah, Fextra, like, basically the way that Bloodborne-wiki works is everything is, like, double-checked and has to go through Meth, who runs it.
Yeah.
So, like you can't just like become a mod on Bloodborne Wiki and edit it and like copy paste stuff. Like
Bloodborne-Wiki.
Bloodborne-Wiki. It's like it's called Wiki, but it's really not. It just navigates like one. It's entirely written by Meph in Notepad in like cafes around Czechia, and everything goes through her, and everything's like, "Hey, can you do blank?" So it's like research this, send me the files. So anything that's there, it's like gone through like checks to get there, and a literal check in the case of Meph. Whereas on Fextra, like I think if you're a mod, you can just add stuff. So they don't really have the same. If I say quality control, it sounds like catty, but basically, yeah.
Well, yeah.
If there's ever...
Basically, Maths Wiki is edited by one person, and Faxter Wiki is edited by multiple people. So
well, it's Maths Wiki it's run by one person. Things like the data mining pages on that, they're large. Like it depends on the topic, but like data mining, anything involving data mining or like that's very image heavy is probably me. But other parts like Sanadius K has contributed. Trin contributes a lot. And there's like people who contribute all the like PvP stuff, which I don't understand at all because I'm terrible. But like yeah. What I'm saying is that if there's ever a contradiction between Bloodborne-Wiki and Fextra, I would not put money on Fextra being right.
Okay. Thank you, Richie. So these are all the questions from Patreon. I think if I forgot one, I'm sorry. You can message me and we'll do it next time. And if people wanted to check out blah 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 blah, where would they go, Richie?
Patreon.com/SinclairLaw.
Blah 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 blah. Richie?
Oh, see, someone pasted it in the chat. How helpful.
My God. Yeah.
So how long do we have to talk to Acer after this?
Yeah. So
how long do we have till then?
Half an hour.
Let's just hang around because I'm sure other people have questions.
Yeah. So if you missed it earlier, basically, we make a post. Well, we won't probably do it this week because we're actually streaming next week. But normally we make a post on patreon.com/SinclairLore asking people their Bloodborne questions or whatever questions. And then at the end of the week, we do this AMA. And if you'd like to support our podcast and want to see more content, you can go to patreon.com/SinclairLore. It really helps us out.
In case anyone wasn't here for the start, I now have a choir badge.
Yes.
Yeah. So, JVSM is asking about what about Bloodborne 2? Like, would a modern setting work? Sin, how do you feel about Bloodborne 2?
I think Bloodborne 2 could work in any setting if they take the same approach they did with Bloodborne 1, where it's like this good, concise, interconnected game where things are good, like where you feel like it's a city.
Yeah.
You know? Like Bloodborne was not a... You know, sometimes games feel diluted where it's like, oh, there's a game, but then they add water and it's like, yeah, it's a huge game, it's big, things are happening, but it's so like, no. But Bloodborne is like, no, it's not diluted, it's good. So if they did that, I feel like they can do it anywhere and it's gonna be good.
That's why, like, I'm a little nervous about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Because when they're like, it's the biggest game we've ever made, I'm like, the smaller the From games are, the better they are, I think. Like, the more intricate they are.
Maybe they'll make a really big, undiluted game. Like,
they might,
possible. Yeah. So, I mean...
The problem is, like, that if it's the biggest game they've made, that means it's better than... That means it's bigger than Dark Souls 2, which is a behemoth.
Oh god, I hope not. I mean, I don't know. I say I hope not, but I wish Fallout was like 10 times bigger and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dark Souls 2 was too... Like, at some point I just stopped. I really liked it, and I couldn't play it anymore. I'm like, it's too much. I can't. I almost made it till the end.
Yeah. That's how I feel. That's why I don't play many open world games to begin with, because I'm just like, too
Yeah.
big.
Coda is asking, any idea on next up close upload?
Sorry, that was very rude. I don't know.
Yeah, because up close, basically Richie is in charge of the up close stuff. So whenever Richie feels like doing it and editing it and producing and directing it and voice acting in it and releasing it in theaters, that's
Yeah. Well, okay, what I can tell you is that this is a better angle, you can see my badge. What I can tell you is like I have written them all. It's just a case of actually sitting down and recording them. And I've written them all and I have 370 gigabytes of footage. So frankly it wouldn't take that long, I just haven't.
it's just the secret is what people don't know. Richie actually enjoys recording these podcasts. Who would have thought?
It's true, it's true. It's true. My aunt, who knows nothing about video games, actually listened to one.
Mhm.
And she said that she didn't understand what we were talking about, but we're clearly very good friends, and
Aw.
that sort of made it listenable.
Cute.
Yeah.
If I were doing Bloodborne up close, it would be like on episode 500. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you would also have, like, Reborn in it and Baby Yoda. This is the curse that's come upon us, because, like, when I was on the old channel, right, the bad one,
JSF
it was
one?
like really just if we look over here, there is a building. And ever since I met you, I've not been able to take anything remotely seriously because people now know us as just idiots. And it's happened when we did the Willem thing, and you released the making of, and it's literally like 2.5 hours of making 2 points because you start talking about America's Next Top Model.
And that's the origin of the little slug.
Yeah.
Well, the best part was, okay, so we did the making of, like all the screams that follow, making
Mhm.
of Bergenworth. And it's usually a patron thing, but I posted it on YouTube because that's where the little slug originates. And then there were like 5 episodes or something. And taking all that information, we made a concise, like 10-15 minute episode. Not even episode, just solo lore. On
Yeah, it's just the
Willem.
biography of Willem.
Yeah, like it was good, it was concise, and then somebody in the comment was like, this is good, but I liked the making of much better.
Yeah. It took us
So
I think it's
cute.
about 10 there's about 10 hours of us discussing what is going to be in it, and in the end it's just like biography of Willem based on items from the game.
Oh, Solid Shook, I love the making of Willem Bergenworth. Hi, Vasil. Hi, Jamie.
So yeah, like I actually I don't want to get too specific, but there's going to be a fairly significant change to how we do things come April. So I want to try to get as much of Up Close out by April as I can. And I mean, if I absolutely grit my teeth and just go for it, I might actually be able to do that.
Well, good luck. I hope you're successful in your endeavor.
Thank you. Got my lucky badge.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on Hollow Knight lore at the moment. I'm editing, we recorded with Dahlia, so I'm editing,
Yeah.
we talked about Hornet, I'm editing that.
Yeah.
Yesterday we recorded with Jake, so I'm editing that too. I'm gonna
Mhm.
start editing. And Tuesday we have another podcast planned about Hollow Knight with a guest, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna edit that as well.
At some point during that, I will actually play Hollow Knight. So I have something to say other than, yeah.
Yeah. I contributed a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
there's one more, because at some point we were supposed to record with Alhazard, but Richie couldn't make it, so we had an idea where Alhazard and I will record a practice podcast, a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one I already posted on Patreon, it was about Radiance, and I sent you the link, Richie. And
Yeah.
the second one will be on Void and Abyss, but again, I gotta edit it, and then I'll post it on Patreon.
Mm.
Yeah. You
I'll
should
swap out
totally
for the
invite
red
Moss
one.
back for Hollow Knight. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Cute glasses. I'm hungry.
You're gonna eat the glasses.
What?
You went, cute glasses, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll eat the glasses.
You are Venom.
Does anybody have any questions, anything? We're here for another like 27 minutes.
There's discussions of old Yarnum always being on fire.
Yeah, why is it always on fire, Richie? This
Well,
town is on fire.
It again, that's one of those like weird timeline issues. Where like we don't actually know when old Yarnum was actually burned specifically. Solid Shook says, I think I found the castle that was cut from the second Grand Cathedral. It's in the art book. Ooh. Oh, yeah, do you want to talk about Return to Yarnum, Sin?
Oh yeah, let's talk about Return to Yarnum.
Okay. So, Return to Yarnum is 24th of March, as it is every year. And Sin and I were talking about what we want to do for it, because we don't want to do... Like, we already played through the game. So, we don't know what to do. And then it was like, do you want to do a challenge run? And I don't think either of us are good enough to do a challenge run. We were sort of going... And we settled on, like, we might do, seven, like, little sort of projects. Some of them will be pre-recorded, some of them will be live, and we'll just do one every day from the 24th to the 31st. I think that's a good way of approaching it. And one of the reason I'm bringing this up now, one of them is I showed this off on another stream, but I dug up an old map of Yarnum. Like, it's really, really old. It's like low poly, it looks like a Nintendo 64 game, and it's incomplete. It's like 2 chunks of it, and it's all these places that we never really see in game. It's like a draft. Hang on, I think a cat is here. Hello. It's like a version we never actually see. So what I can do with it, because like I do like, I'm not going to call myself an indie dev because I never released anything, but I know how to do basic 3D stuff on the side. So what I will be able to do is I will be able to get that map and make it into something with like working collision. And then I can actually like stream myself exploring it. So that's one thing I want to do. I don't know what we'll really find, because it is not... It's not like... It has no textures. It's just like grey like blocks for the buildings, but you can definitely make out like, okay, there's the old Grand Cathedral, there's like the Upper Cathedral Ward Bridge, there's the clock, and then it contains things like I've kind of talked about on here. Like, it's got what looks like a factory. There's like a big like factory with smokestacks. That might be kind of interesting to explore, because I not really. I've had a look around it a bit. It's hard to sort of orient yourself if you're just in a viewer. So I think actually exploring it with like friction and gravity would be interesting. Holt's asking if we've seen the Bloodborne remake on PS1. Yeah, that looks really cool. Sin, have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks very cool.
Thank you, Sin.
Sorry, I was looking through comments because I got a new comment and somebody says, "The first scream almost gave me a heart attack," and I'm like, "What?" Like it, and then I'm like, "Oh, it's a comment on Resident Evil Village demo."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put. Oh, I'm gonna paste it in the chat if anybody's interested in watching that demo. I've been playing Village 7.
Yeah.
Resident Village
Yeah.
Evil 7, not Village, whatever, that game. And it's good, but it's scary.
Yeah. Do you have any other?
I want to play. I need like some Snack Covenant positive vibes to play Isolation.
Right.
Not.
Oh, Alien Isolation.
Yes, yeah, Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Because then we can talk to Jake about it.
Yeah, because we want to talk about Alien.
Yeah.
What am I playing at the moment? Nothing.
Hollow Knight.
No, I haven't started that yet. I'm playing nothing.
Bloodborne.
I'm not even playing Bloodborne. I'm right. Do you know what my job is right now?
What?
Miss. What I'm doing right now is, people might be aware that I went through every single item in Bloodborne. Not every single like kind of item. Every single item. Everything that you find on the ground. Every time you see the little wispy thing with the item in it. I went through every single one of those and wrote down a text description of where it was so that the wiki would be complete. And I finished it, and I was like, I'm done. And then Meph said, all right, now we have to do the chalices. And I was like, ha 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 ha. And she didn't laugh because she was serious. So
Okay,
I'm
how's
currently
that my
writing.
problem? What do I have to do with the situation? You're the
This is
one
why I'm
making
not-
these life choices. You know what? You know what? It's called managing your time.
Yeah, so this is why I've been playing anything, because I've been writing up where every single
If I
item in all
were
of the
actually
chalices are.
managing Rich's time, math, this would already be done. And Bloodborne Up Close would already be out.
Yeah.
And we'd actually have Snack Covenant Season 5 right now. And,
Yeah.
you know, I can only manage Richie when we speak to each other, so...
Fumarian Labyrinth, Layer 1, Blood Vial X2. On the lower floor, continue past Ladder 01 without climbing it. Go to the corner of the room, look behind the huge tombstone. Molotov Cocktail ×1. Corpse in the alcove under the bridge on the lower floor, directly opposite the path that connects to door 02. Quicksilver Bullets ×2. Lower floors, immediately to the left as you enter through door 04. Blood Vial ×2. Lower floors, second closest item directly past door 04. Shining Coin ×3. Lower floors, closest item from
Soup is
directly
asking,
opposite door
will there
04.
ever be a podcast about Control?
I haven't played Control.
I played it, I really liked it.
Okay.
But I don't know if we have time.
Oh, fake name. No, this is the chalices that are preset. There's the preset and the random one, so I only have to do the preset ones. Although I do know the people who mapped out every possible iteration of East. So I'm sure at some point in like 2028, when we're still running the wiki, writing up every single item in every permutation of East is going to happen.
I played Journey, it's really good, Herb. I played it a couple of times, even streamed it a couple of times. The stream might be archived on Patreon though, because only good content stays up for free.
Yeah. Alhazred is asking you questions about Control.
Do you know Control shares a universe with 3 other games? No, I didn't know that. Did not know.
Can I tell them about the accidental nickname you gave Control?
No, you may not. It wasn't even
Okay.
I said a word, like, as it was written, and you just went off, so it's actually you, and no, you may not.
Well,
maybe,
it's
maybe
partially
at the highest patron tier.
Partially it is your accent.
But
Causes one word to sound like another word.
Jesus Christ. Hi, Alexander. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
The Remedy Cinematic Universe, Max Payne, Alan Wake. Oh yeah. You're right. Quantum Break and Control. Yeah.
Bye, Metal Gary.
Bye. I'm hungry.
I like these podcasts because you get to see my hair dry in real time.
You get to see me get hungry in real time.
Yeah. You should be like me and make donuts before you start.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make donuts.
Herb wants to know our favorite fruits, Sin.
Mango.
Oh, you were having a mango before.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday for me.
Should I tell them what I saw?
What did you see?
I saw your boyfriend hand you a mango, and you went, "Boyfriend, thank you, it's a mango." And he went, "Don't give me a fork! I'm not supposed to eat it without a fork!" And then he gave me, "Thank you."
Thank you.
My favorite fruit is probably lemons.
Do you just eat a whole lemon, or?
No, I like the bitter taste of lemons, just in things. It's like, this is lemon lime.
Cool.
I don't use. Oh no, well, a coconut's a nut, isn't it? It's not a fruit.
Wow.
I use a lot of coconut when I'm cooking because I like the taste of coconut.
Y'all better bookmark this podcast because it's probably going up on Patreon straight away because I'm acting ridiculous because I'm hungry.
Sin, take my energy.
Okay, I got it. You know
I'll
what
send a donut to Canada.
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god, you just gave me an idea. We should do that in a podcast. We should find if we have like similar plates and then put the same stuff in it and just like, oh, here you go. And you can, it looks like we're passing stuff to each other.
Yeah. Do we have similar plates?
I think so. I have a lot of plates. I have a lot of mugs.
Apparently, coconut is a fruit. Okay, good.
Yeah, coconut is good too.
Someone says I never imitated Frampt again. I don't remember when I did imitate Frampt.
I don't know.
Hang on.
I had a video on Frampt.
Yeah.
Let's see. Remember back when the channel was good?
Greetings, chosen undead.
Hi, Frampt. What's up?
Was it you who rung the bell of awakening?
Yes. I would like some food, please. I like how you're hiding badly in the background. This podcast does not have very high production values. Frap is a sock. Richie, this is ridiculous.
I warned you! I warned you if you get me at 2 a.m., this is the version of me that you get.
I have a surprise for you. Oh my god. I can't. It's not complete yet. But hint, it
Yeah.
has something to do with Halsey. And it has something to do with notes of Richie.
Derek says that they predict that me as Frampt is the last thing humans see before they die.
You know what I haven't had in a long time? KFC.
Well,
Like-
same. I don't really
No, but
intend to remedy the situation, though.
yeah, but KFC is like you eat it once a year and you're like, oh my god, I'm never eating it again. And then once that wears off in a year, you're like, okay, time for some KFC. Unless
Well, no, I had it once, and I'm like, I'm never having it again, and that I never had it again.
You'll have it in your next life. Boy,
What am I in my
friend,
next life?
do you want to get KFC? Can we, well, can we? What's the site? The dishes. Can we? What's the site? The dishes. KFC.
Danielle's requesting Reborn as Frampt.
Okay, Richard, do Reborn as Frampt.
Wait, is it Reborn's voice as Frampt or Frampt's voice saying a line from Reborn? Also, you literally just sent a message to me that says, boyfriend, we have to get KFC.
Oh my god! Oops. Wait. Wrong window. My bad. Okay.
Reborn as Frampt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cassou chosen undead.
Chosen undead. I can't. Is this a dialogue I'm having with, or is this a monologue? Chaosu.
I am one of the 7 strongest mafia snakes.
Oh my god.
78 people are watching this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Would you like some dung pies?
Why, thank you.
It's okay, Richie, you can come up. Oh my god.
Oh, I can't believe I missed Frampt and Venom.
Oh, boyfriend replied? Boyfriend said we can look. Yes!
Like Bloodborne AMA, they're tuning in and it's you keeping us updated on whether your boyfriend says you can get KFC or not.
And, Richie, what are we doing tonight at 10 p.m. EST my time?
Al Hazred.
What are we doing with Al Hazred?
We're allowed to say it's a Patreon thing.
Oh, it's... Okay, like, it doesn't matter. Say it, because it's going to be a public thing big public
Oh yeah,
thing.
we are playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're recording session 0 tonight for Patreon, because it's going to be just
Yep.
chill, and I don't have to edit
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah, and then
the other
we'll-
ones
yeah.
will be on YouTube.
Yeah, like we did with iHunt.
Yes. Oh, and for those who didn't see iHunt, is there anybody here who didn't see the iHunt thing? It's very, very good.
Now viewers went up with the Frampt sock puppet. Like clearly.
Do you want to know a weird fact? Because you can go into like YouTube channel analytics and you can see if a video lost subscribers or gained subscribers. And whenever we
Right.
have Kyan on, at least one person unsubs.
The same person.
I don't know. It's just very like doesn't matter what it like. I want to be the guy, Jojo. Just like
Yeah.
one person. One. It's like one or two usually. So at least one.
Is it slow beef?
What is that?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna post iHunt
Okay.
in chat.
Derek has a question. Are there any other YouTubers or content creators we want to collaborate with?
Like basically, ideally we just want to collaborate with everyone, and we want to have everybody who wants to be on. We want to have them on, but we just don't have the ability, the resources, and the time.
Yeah, it's like this is.
That's
It's not a full-time thing for us, and we live in two different time zones that are like pretty much as far apart as possible.
yeah.
So it's really difficult. It's just like it's 2:30 in the morning for me,
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
have to wake
10:30
up on a
Pacific.
Saturday
So
to do this.
yeah,
But we're happy to be here. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, this is like,
Indeed.
we basically have like our jobs and our lives and our families, and this is like a little hobby on the side that takes up a lot of time. But it's really fun. Where did Richie go? What's happening? I don't know. Oh, hi, Frampt. What the fuck? Frampt, you okay? What's happening? I'm so confused. Is this what Richie feels like every podcast? I don't know what's happening. Help. Help. Yeah, so basically, yeah, we want to collaborate with everyone.
Yeah.
And same thing, if anybody wants to come on a podcast for whatever, just message me and we'll do our best to try and make it happen.
Oh yeah, someone's suggesting like Plague of Gripes and stuff, and the issue is like if someone is already famous, the chances of them wanting to appear on this catastrophe is unless it's like we were recording with Jake like before, and like Jake has like 100,000 subs, like he's got his play button and everything, but like he already knew us, and like there was stuff we wanted to talk about. We not like we randomly approached him out of nowhere.
But also, I feel like
Hi.
Jake is chill. No, but also it depends on each
Yeah,
person.
Jake is chill. Yeah.
So like,
yeah, like
I feel like
yeah.
he also invited us on his like big Dark Souls project. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I guess part of it is how famous the person is, and part of it just the person. Some people don't want to collab. Some people do. Some people don't like podcasts. Just whatever.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's different. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
allowed.
it's like when you met me.
Yeah.
Because like you had 700 subscribers and I had 20,000, and you thought I'd ignore you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we actually
Same.
have a channel on Discord where you can put suggestions of who you'd like us to collab with. I'll post the link to Discord right now if I can find
Mhm.
it.
Alright.
Let me do that now. I do that right now.
Solid Shook suggests Paul Bettany.
My stomach just made a noise. I'm hungry. Who's that?
He's the Vision.
What?
You know the WandaVision show you keep talking to me about?
Yes.
He's the Vision.
Ah.
That's Paul Bettany. Third Clan wants to know which are we playing, the video game or the tabletop vampire? We're playing tabletop vampire. We have characters sorted out. It will surprise no one to learn that Sin is the vampire and I am her ghoul. And I have no choice but to obey her while she bosses me around.
Alright, wait. Let me find this video.
Paul Bettany is also in the Da Vinci Code, which connects in with the Dan Brown Memorial Shisha Lounge, one of your favorite creations.
Okay, whoever understood that reference gets like 5,000 points.
I didn't understand it.
Alright, I posted a link to Discord. And so whoever wants to can join, and there's a section there where you can be like, oh, you collab with this person, and then you can suggest.
Derek suggests we change the channel's description to a vampire and her ghoul.
Lol, Al Hazred.
That's actually true. I did make a character specifically designed to put up with being pushed around.
Okay, well, I guess it's about that time to end the stream. If you liked the stream, press up. If you never want us to do this again, press down. That's the only way we'll learn.
So I just need to press down.
Press
Sorry.
down. Press up. Or down.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me look at the results of the poll I posted earlier. So we had 50 votes.
Going up for 53 now.
What?
I just noticed the likes went up.
Oh, so we.
Oh
had...
no, I've given away that it was me and not really Framped.
Oh no! So I'll post the link again. So far we had 50 votes. 32% are for Pathologic, 30% FF6, 28 Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, and 10% Kingdom Hearts.
So it's a tie currently. So we'll see how it goes.
No, it's not a tie. Pathologic has 32 and Final Fantasy has
32. Okay. We'll play Pathologic.
Edit the part where Frampt is revealed. So we'll see. Like, we'll leave the poll up for like a few days, and based on that, we'll decide what we stream.
Okay.
Next time. I feel like it's going to be Pathologic because votes just went up, and it's Pathologic 33 and Final Fantasy 27. But then Keep Talking Nobody Explodes went up to 29, or was it always 29? Anyway, I don't know. Don't remember. I'm hungry. Pathologic 1 or 2? Whichever. I don't know. What's happening?
2.
2? Okay. 2. Okay. I guess that's it. Does anybody have any final thoughts? Excuse me. I'm sorry. What are you gonna go eat? Well, right now we're actually gonna get together with Acer to talk about Bloodborne, because he is making a video. Let me post Acer's channel. Everybody's though probably following him already because he's super popular. But in case you're not, Acer Aesthetics is the person we had on a few times, and he's really, really nice, really cool, really good content. And he's gonna make a Bloodborne video soon, so keep an eye out for that, and we're gonna talk about some Bloodborne theories after this.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat, I don't know, after that, maybe we can get some KFC. Is chicken a vegetable?
See, the unhealthy part of KFC isn't the chicken, it's the way the chicken's prepared.
But it's the most delicious one. That's so sad. Why is everything that's so unhealthy so delicious? Like, it should be the opposite. Like, the world is so unfair.
Sin, do the outro.
Well, that was Richie and Sin, AMA 5, Bloodborne. Questions being answered. Baby Yoda.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here to await you.
Also, congratulations. congrats. I don't know if Holtzy's still here. Congrats to Holtzy, who won the art contest. And actually, before
Hey.
I leave, do we have a link? A video?
Holsey, you are truly the righteous successor to Lord Gwyn.
I will link, because we had a few art contests that we did. They were all awesome. So I will link the first one, and in the comments, it has the link to all the other ones. Here we go. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. We'll see y'all next week. Maybe we'll start a little earlier, cause Pathologic stream, and yeah, expect more Hollow Knight content, and no Bloodborne up close content, cause that's rich.
Yeah. Should we expect Sock Framps to return?
Definitely.
Okay,
Well, thank you, Richie.
that's quite alright.
Say thank you, Sin. What do you mean
Thank-
that's quite alright? How long have I been doing
I
this
was
for?
going to say thank you, and you
Richie.
interrupted
Thank
me.
you, Sin.
Thank you, Sin.
And thanks everyone for listening. See y'all next time.
Bye.